Hi, I'm Andrea. People say I'm the kind of girl every parent wishes they had. Selfless, responsible, mature. After Mom passed away, I practically became a mini her myself. Every day, I cooked, cleaned the house, ironed Dad's shirt while trying to keep up with my schoolwork. Andrea! It's bedtime! Read a story for Mr. Snuggles and I! Aren't you too old for a read-me-a-book mode? And seriously, no please? Please! Pretty please! Okay, fine. Come here, gremlin. Oh, that's Daisy, my ridiculously adorable little sister. And like clockwork, I was her official bedtime storyteller every night. Everyone in our town called me an angel, the perfect daughter. But what they didn't know was, at school, I was a nightmare. And not in the awkward, clumsy, clueless kind of way. I was one of them. The loudest, the baddest, the girls everyone whispered about. And yet, no one dared mess with. But believe it or not, it wasn't always this way. I used to be a nobody, the one others picked on or ignored. I'd watch popular girls like Taylor and Janelle from afar, wishing I had their confidence, their style, their swag. Until one day, I slipped them a cheat sheet in a math test and got them good grades. I became part of their crew, untouchable, feared. But I quickly realized it wasn't as cool as I thought. I had to laugh at jokes that weren't funny. Pretend it didn't bother me when they tore down a girl's confidence by ridiculing her thrift store shoes, and I was always doing their homework. Pretty much everyone, even the teachers, became targets of their bullying. Like one time, after a teacher made us mop the restroom for using our phones in class, Taylor and Janelle redecorated her car. What on earth? She fainted when she saw it. Of course we denied everything. We acted so innocent she ended up apologizing for accusing us in the first place. That was the power of the terrible trio. We ruled the school like it was our personal kingdom. Until junior year. We were just lounging in class like we owned it, when our new teacher entered. We didn't think much of her until she spoke. Hello everyone, I'm Miss Kim, your new teacher. Our new teacher? You look like you should be sitting here as one of us. Is she even old enough to give detention? Miss Kim didn't flinch. It was as if they weren't speaking to her, but she had heard everything. Oh, the terrible trio. I've heard so much about you. Loud, disruptive, and severely lacking in substance. Hold up, did she just call us brainless? I could handle insults, but calling me brainless? I couldn't take that. We're not brainless. I'm pretty smart, if you must know. Our eyes locked then, and I swear it felt like a showdown in a Western movie. I heard. Straight A's and all that. But real smart girls don't trail after idiots who think a desk is a footrest and a classroom is their living room. Without a word, Taylor and Janelle glanced at each other, then slowly lowered their legs from the table. You walk around acting tough, but do you know what I see? Insecurity dressed up as attitude. Only weak people bully others to feel strong. And if that's all you got, then you're not just brainless, you're pathetic. At the end of her speech, the whole class started clapping like she just received a Grammy Award. I felt stripped, exposed, like Miss Kim had seen through me. We stormed out the hall the second the bell rang. Janelle and Taylor looked like they were ready to punch walls. I just wanted to crawl into a bed and forget about the humiliation, but they weren't letting it go. We need a revenge plan. She thinks she's so cool, huh? We'll show her. Let's see how cool she feels when her car tires are flat. Or when her windshield is painted with brainless in red. My mouth went dry when they both turned to me, their eyes gleaming with expectation. You in, Andrea? I hesitated. Miss Kim had this serious don't mess with me energy. But backing out? That meant slipping right back into invisibility. Okay, I'm in. We waited until sunset to sneak back into the lot. Taylor carried a can of spray paint. Janelle had a pocket knife for the tires. I was on the lookout, and my palms were all sweating. Do it fast. She leaves by 6. Before we could really do anything, flashlights hit our faces like spotlights.
Hey, what on earth are you girls doing?
We froze for a second. Then we ran. But it was too late. He had seen our faces. The next day, we were called in, and the principal gave us 1 week suspension. The moment the principal walked out, Janelle and Taylor looked completely unfazed. Sounds like we just scored a vacation. I tried to act cool too, but inside, I was freaking out. I could already see my dad's disappointed face. As if reading my mind, Miss Kim turned to me.
Andrea, isn't there something you want to say?
Like what?
An apology, maybe. A promise that this won't happen again. If you mean it, I'll go to the principal myself and ask for leniency.
I almost gave in, but one look at Taylor and Janelle's glaring faces, the apology got stuck in my throat. There's nothing I have to say. See you after 1 week. Once I said it, Janelle and Taylor grinned in approval, high-fiving me like I just made them proud.
Fine then. Suspension it is. I just thought you were better than this, Andrea.
For some reason, those words stung more than any punishment ever could. And when Dad got back, it was even worse.
Really, Andrea? A suspension?
I didn't do anything! We were just standing near the car!
Standing near the car with a knife and spray paint? Are those two friends dragging you into this? I know you, and you're smarter than this.
I'm not some little kid who gets dragged into something, okay? I can handle myself! Then I stormed off, heart pounding. Why didn't anyone get it? If I cut things off with Janelle and Taylor, I knew exactly what would happen, and I wasn't ready for that. The next morning, Dad's anger at me was like water under a bridge. But then he made an announcement that would change the course of my life forever.
Girls, there's someone special I want you to meet. She's coming for dinner at 7 and might stay a few days to get to know you both. So be on your best behavior, okay?
Yay! A new mommy! I've always wanted Dad to find love again, to be happy. But this felt sudden. Still, maybe a new mom meant no more playing chef, maid, and babysitter after school. Dad, are you sure?
Positive. You will love her. You'll see.
He wouldn't tell us her name. No photos either. Said he didn't want to ruin the surprise. As evening approached, Daisy and I got caught up in the excitement anyway. We even decided to bake a welcome cake for her. What if she's, really evil? Like the evil stepmother in Snow White? Then your big sis will turn into a dragon and devour her. Roar! Around 7, I stood at the door with Daisy by my side, smiling as I held the welcome cake in my hands. But when I set my eyes on the woman that was supposed to be my future stepmother, my excitement turned to shock. Even the cake slipped off my hand and smashed into the ground. Miss Kim? Not the cake. We spent hours on that.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Daisy. Is she...
Yes, she's the one. And before you ask, no, I didn't meet her at your school. We have actually known each other long before she transferred to your school.
Then why didn't you say anything? She's the reason I got suspended.
No, she is not. I did ask her to show you some tough love, but I never thought you'd do something bad enough to get suspended. You and your friends brought that on yourselves.
So you teamed up with the villain behind my back? Great parenting.
Let's just talk over dinner.
Never. I'm going to bed. And maybe when I wake up, this will all just be a really bad dream. I didn't know whether to laugh, or scream, or both. But one thing was clear. There was no way I was letting Miss Kim become my stepmom. It was officially Operation Kick Miss Kim Out. So, when she cooked, I switched the salt with sugar. I was hoping Dad would see the kind of terrible cook she was, but...
You added sugar to the soup?
Sugar?
It's very avant-garde. I love it.
Dad proceeded to slurp from the bowl like he hadn't eaten for years. Soup sabotage was an epic fail. Next, I added dye to her shampoo. You think you're cool, Miss Kim? Let's make you Smurf level cool. And when she came out with a head wrap the next day, I thought I had finally gotten to her.
Honey, what's with the head wrap?
Blue's just my vibe now. Call me Aqua Kim. She proudly rocked the hair throughout the weekend because Dad said she looked stunning. My pranks were backfiring, only making him love her more. Time to re-strategize. If I could turn Daisy against her, Dad would have no choice but to end it. So I did something low-key evil. I took Daisy's favorite teddy bear and quietly tucked it into the donation box Miss Kim was packing. That way, when Daisy realized it was gone, I could put on my best concerned face and drop Daisy a little hint. Daisy was a wreck. And, okay, I felt a tiny bit bad. But hey, at least she was mad at Miss Kim. Small wins. Miss Kim took Mr. Snuggles away. He was defenseless. Miss Kim stood there, genuinely confused.
I swear, I never seen that bear in my life.
Liar! His footprints was all over your room. That's evidence. I was sure that Daisy would be on my side now. But the next day, Miss Kim brought back Mr. Snuggles and held a tea party for Daisy. Just like that, Daisy forgave her. The woman was invincible, but I swore that even if the whole world accepted her, I still wouldn't. Not ever. Then the craziest thing happened. One day, our school arranged for some outing at the beach. While everyone else had fun, my so-called friends had a not-so-brilliant idea. Let's swim here. Are you blind? It says no swimming here. Relax, it's just a sign. You chicken now or what? I'm not chicken. Then prove it, Queen of Cool. Before I could respond, Janelle suddenly stepped behind me with a giggle. Here, let me help you. She shoved me into the water. My whole body felt numb at the sudden impact, and all I could feel was panic. Janelle! Taylor! Are you nuts? Come on, mermaid, swim a little. I can't! The current! It's too strong! I was terrified. The water dragged me like I weighed nothing. Even Janelle and Taylor started freaking out. Kick your legs, come on! I tried to, but then... Ow! My leg! A searing pain shot through my leg. I couldn't move. I was sinking fast. Help! The last thing I remember was their screams, and them running away. And then a strong pair of arms wrapped around me. Andrea, stay with me! Everything was a blur. Light, sound, movement. Miss Kim's face suddenly came into view as my eyes began to droop. She looked almost surreal. She hoisted me onto her back and turned toward the surface, kicking hard through the pull of the water. But then I felt a sudden jolt, and just like that, everything went black. I blinked awake with the sting of an ivy in my arm. Daisy was clutching my hand. Dad was pacing nearby, worrying. And across the room, Miss Kim sat on another bed, her leg bandaged and propped up, her eyes fixed on me.
You're awake! Thank God!
You scared me! I thought we were gonna have to bury you in the sand! Forever! What happened?
Miss Kim saved you. Dove in like a pro.
She even hurt her leg! I couldn't believe my ears. Miss Kim was really the one that dived in for me? But it was a restricted area. That could have been...
Dangerous. Yeah, I know. But when I saw you sinking, nothing else mattered. I just had to get to you. You didn't even hesitate, my love. But you! What were you thinking? Diving into that area like your brain's on vacation?
It wasn't me! My friends pushed me.
They what? And you're still calling them friends? You... That's enough, dear. The school is already handling them. Right now, she needs rest, not more stress.
Later that night, when it was just Miss Kim and me, I knew I had to say something. I took a deep breath and let the guilt spill. I'm sorry, Miss Kim. I've been awful. The pranks, the sabotage. I even hid my baby sister's favorite teddy and framed you. I know I shouldn't hang out with them, but I don't want to be alone at school.
Andrea, don't let anyone make you feel lucky just to be tolerated. You are smart. You are brave. All you need is the right people around you, and you'll eventually shine.
I wiped my eyes, then reached out and gently squeezed her hand. Thanks for saving my life, and welcome to the family. Janelle and Taylor got punished by the school, but they never apologized. So when I got back to school, I cut them off. And of course, they made sure to mock me every chance they got. Look who finally cut the cord. Do fake moms come with a remote control now? I bet she does extra homework for fun now. What a nerd. They hadn't changed. They were still loud, mean, and shallow. Looking back, I couldn't believe I once mistook that for friendship. Better a nerd than someone whose biggest achievement is ruling a lunch table. That comeback was exactly what they wanted, an excuse to throw a punch. They got right into my face, sneering. Someone's got guts now, huh? I've always hated you, little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. I could see their hands clench like they were ready to fight, but before they could do anything, a car pulled up, rolling down its window.
Is there a problem here?
I felt relieved to see Daisy and Miss Kim, aka my stepmom. Nothing serious, Mom. We were just saying our goodbyes.
Good, because I will deal with anyone who thinks bullying my daughter is a smart idea.
You better run! She once made a high school senior cry without yelling! The moment Daisy finished her sentence, they exchanged nervous glances before retreating. Whatever. We were leaving anyway. Next time, can we bring popcorn? That was awesome! I learned it's better to be alone than to keep bad friends just to feel accepted. Bad friends drag you down, and sometimes straight into danger. But real friendship, even when there are occasional misunderstandings, can be life-saving. For me, my true friends became my family, and I wouldn't trade them for anything.